What are you cooking today, Miss Martha? One of my favorite dishes. I always say it wrong, but I'm making arroz con pollo. I always say arroz con pollo, so I know how to spell it right, but it's Puerto Rican chicken and rice. I've got my large Dutch ovens here. I think it's too much because I'm entertaining. It's a holiday today. It's too much for the one, so I'm going to try to split it between the two. It's on almost high heat with olive oil in it. Let's add the chicken, which has been rinsed, and it's we want the skin on the chicken because we're going to want fat rendered from the chicken. Make sure my little claws aren't under my feet. So we're going to split this between the two pans. I have legs and thighs. We're not going to cook it the whole way. We're just going to pre-fry it, like 2 minutes on each side, and then remove it from the pot, and we're going to use that grease for our mise en place. So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay. I'm just rendering the fat from my chicken at this point. It's going to take a little while, so we go get a cup of coffee. We'll pick back up in a minute. Okay, at this point, the chicken's not done. We've started to render the fat out of it, so we're going to remove it into a bowl and set that aside. Leave the oil in the pan with the rendered fat in it and the olive oil, and add our onions and celery and our chopped up green peppers and carrots as well. So let me take everything out of the pot without it splashing all over me or my chihuahua. We can divide our diced vegetables on one of the two pans. And stay on the medium to high heat until the onions go clear. Okay. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Yeah, I cheated that much was in the jar because I hate peeling garlic. The unused portion, we'll put that in the refrigerator. Alright. Let this go for another 4 minutes. And we'll add the broth and the rice. I'll do that. Okay, we'll add our low sodium chicken broth to the pot. You could cut the recipe in half and use 1 Dutch oven. That's a lot of food, that's not the well, It's a serving platter of vegetables, meat, all in one. Okay. Give that a minute to come back to boil. Alright, let's add our other liquids. Split it between both pots. I'm still on high heat at this time. Give it a stir. Ooh, wish you had smell of this. It smells delicious. It's such a colorful, fancy dish. I love cooking it. Here, you dig it. Okay, our seasonings go in. The full recipe is listed in the description. It's a spicy dish. Stir that in. Now, with the point of the recipe, we're going to divide the rice, since I've got 2 pots going here, and let it come back to a boil, and then turn it down to simmer and put our chicken back in. So we'll pick back up in a minute after I get the rice in the pot. Okay, we've turned it down to a simmer. It's come to a boil. Let the rice cook for about 10 minutes. Then we'll add the bay leaves and the little saffron sprigs. Fold that in gently, and then lay your chicken back on top, and we'll cover it, and it'll cook for about 90 minutes. In the last 5 minutes of cooking, we'll add the green peas, stir those through, and then when you plate it up to serve, it's always garnished with asparagus spears. So we'll be back in a minute after the rice cooks for about 10 minutes. Okay, let's add in our bay leaf. 1, 2. Now remember, when you remove it to a platter and you're going to serve, you got to kind of hint and pull those bay leaves out of there, because those are inedible. I mean, nobody's silly enough to try to eat it, because it tastes like you're eating something off a tree bark. The secret ingredient, the best ingredient of Arroz con Pollo, saffron. Those little beauties. Okay. You're going to want about a pinch off some. There we go. Half teaspoon. So we'll put in this pot, in that pot. Fold it through gently. Then we're going to add the chicken back to the pot. Okay, chicken's back in the pot. It's down on simmer. We're going to cover it up. We're going to not touch it. We're not going to open it. We're not going to peek at it. We're going to leave it alone for 90 minutes, but actually 80 minutes, because the last 10 minutes of it, we're going to open it up, and we're going to stir in our green peas, split that up between the 2 pots. And then right before serving, depends upon whether we're going to eat family style and out the pot. I'll take the asparagus spears and put them on top here, or if I'm going to put it on a platter, we're going to eat on a table or tablecloth. You know, what kind of mood Miss Martha's in, we'll see. But we're not going to sit here and pause the camera for 90 minutes. I'm going to go watch some British crime dramas on Netflix. And I think my husband's off bike riding, so he can have an appetite. My son's on some kind of boss level of a video game, so I'm going to snuggle with my chihuahuas and watch TV. God bless you. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll cook this dish. This is a fantastic. I know I say that about everything that I cook is good, you know, knock on wood. I know I'm a good cook, but this is a great dish. Puerto Rican Arroz con Pollo. I'll make the thumbnail be the finished dish. Take care.